Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's an emergency video because we have some breaking news. The Cobblers have just put out a club statement and they have announced that they have parted company with Keith Curle and assistant manager Colin West. Keith Curle is gone, he has been sacked. Somebody else is going to have to come in and save us and keep us in League One this season. So in this video we're going to have a look back at Keith's time at the club, my thoughts on the sacking, your guys' thoughts on the sacking, and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Let's get into this Keith Curle sacking reaction thing. Okay, so before we go anywhere, we're just going to read the statement that the Cobblers have put out on their club website, on the official website. It says, Northampton Town have parted company with manager Keith Curle and assistant manager Colin West. Chairman Kelvin Thomas said the decision was taken with a heavy heart, but was in the best interest of the club. We have a huge amount of respect for Keith and Colin, and we will always owe them a debt of gratitude for the promotion they achieved, but we feel a change is now required, he said. Our results, in particular our lack of goals, have left us in a very difficult position in the league, and we believe that this decision is in the best interest of the club as we battle to retain our League One status. Keith and Colin leave with our thanks, and our best wishes after their time at the club will go down as a success, especially managing us through a difficult period of COVID-19. Under-18 coach John Brady has been replaced in caretaker charge to be assisted by Ian Sampson and Mark Richards. John has a wealth of experience both as a player and as a manager. He also has good knowledge of the club and of our younger players, and we are fortunate to be able to call on him, said the Cobblers chairman. He'll be assisted by Ian Sampson and Mark Richards, both rightly Northampton Town legends. They have a huge amount of experience in the game and a deep knowledge and of affection for the club, and I'm sure the supporters will join me in wishing John, Ian and Mark well. Although supporters might not be able to attend games at the moment, the support they offer is as vital as ever. It's been challenging season off the field, and we can't thank the fans enough for their continued support. We right now have 20 very important games left in the season, and we know they'll be right behind us. So that is the statement that Kelvin Thomas and the club have put out on their website. Let's just have a look into my thoughts on it. I think it's the correct decision. I think it was time for Keith Curle to go. As much as he's done for us in the past, he's completely rebuilt us. He's got us up a division. Let's remember that, against all the odds as well. When if we'd have played out last season, we probably wouldn't have got in the playoffs. But there was no passion in the team last night. There was no creativity. There was no desire. There's no quality. And I'm not sure if any manager will be able to keep this team in the division. But yeah, I don't think it's worked out for him this season, Keith Curle. The lack of goals, as Kelvin Thomas said in his statement, was really, really blindingly obvious. The lowest in the division, we scored 20. We haven't scored in about 4 games, I don't think. So we're in really, really bad form. And somebody needs to come in. I think we need some fresh ideas. We need a new playing style, that's for sure. Because it sort of became long ball, then it became some decent play, then it kind of just fizzled out into a bit of nothing and long ball again. So yeah, I think it's definitely needed. Freshen it up, get some new ideas into the team, get some new, well, we can't really get any new players in the squad because there's nobody available because it's not in the transfer window anymore. But I think it's the right decision. I think we've made it at the right time as well. 20 games is plenty of time to keep us up. We're not miles adrift at the bottom. We are level on points. We're only in the bottom 4 on goal difference still, I think, even though we're 23rd. So I think, yeah, the change was definitely needed. I think everybody was just a bit fed up. I'd certainly run out of patience with it. You saw that Will had really run out of patience with it in last night's video. So I think it's the correct decision, and Keith Curle has gone. Okay, so your reaction there. Adam Page said it had to happen 100%. His position was, he couldn't be saved. Kieran Myers says, back on the manager merry-go-round. Someone new come in, complain about the ability of the players, and everyone says give them a window, and they bring players in who are just as bad and get sacked. Repeat. It's a fair point, Kieran Myers. It really is a fair point, and that could be what happens. But it's really, really interesting, isn't it? I don't know what's going to happen now. Is it going to be John Brady for the rest of the season? It's going to be him in caretaker charge. But who's going to replace him? We'll have a look at the odds in a minute. Let's just take a quick look back at Keith Curle's reign. He came in November 2018. That could be wrong. It could be 19. No, it was 2018, wasn't it? And he kind of guided us. We were in the relegation zone of League Two, or in the relegation scrap, and he kind of guided us up to like 15th, 16th. And then after that, the second season, last season, guided us into the playoffs. Obviously had that heroic night at Wembley and Cheltenham as well, where we came back from 2-0 down. And then obviously had the great night at Cheltenham. Then he took us into League One, and it's been questionable, isn't it? It's been very up and down all season, consistently inconsistent. But 4-goal drubbings that we've had this season, the likes of Oxford, the likes of Lincoln, and then last night against Wigan Athletic, the team was so bad. That's obviously down to the players as well. They've got to take some responsibility for that. They've got to have a look at themselves. But I think it sounded like in his interview as well that he'd lost the dressing room. And I think, like I said earlier, we've come to the right call. And I think it is the right decision to sack Keith Curle. So let's just take a quick break and have a look at what the odds are and who is favourite to replace him. Okay, so at the time of recording this, he has actually only been sacked 10 minutes ago, so the kind of betting websites haven't really had a chance to update, so we don't know what the manager odds are. It could stay with John Brady, Ian Sampson and Mark Richards as the trio, with Brady the main manager and the other two as his assistants. But overall, I think that's where we're going to leave that. I think it's the correct decision to sack Keith Curle. It wasn't working for him. He hasn't got the players playing for him. He may have lost them a little bit as well. So I think we've made the correct call, as I've said. Thank you to him for what he's done, getting us into League One, saving us from where we were down in League Two a couple of years ago. He's kind of had his time now, I think. I don't think there's any room for sentiment. We can't go, oh yeah, well, he got promoted last year, we'll just give him to the end of the season. I don't think that's how it works in football. It can't be how it works in football. So it's the right decision to get rid of him. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that one. But, forever thankful for what he did to us. He was the reason. He really cheered us up in lockdown, didn't he, when it was all rubbish. And, we had that playoff night, the playoff nights, really, which were all just incredible. So we can't thank him enough for those memories that he's given us. But time to go, Keith, I'm afraid. It wasn't working for you. We've kind of all lost patience, and it's not a surprise that he's gone. So there we go. Keith Curle is gone. Who do you think is going to replace him? Was it the right decision? Let me know all of those answers in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like on the video as well. We've recently hit 1,700 subscribers, so thank you very much for your support. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you to our Patreons as well. We've got Luke NTFC, Jason Rodhouse, Adam Page, and Mike Fuller, who are the 4 that are our Patreons so far. If you want to become a Patreon, please do have a look at the links in the description. Don't forget to check out FanHub as well, the app, which is rewarding fans for their football loyalty. So that's everything for this video. Hit the like, hit subscribe. Keith Curle's gone, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.